And now, from the capital city, it's Nightique with Edward St. Pay.
Well, thanks, Jim Pollard, for that fine introduction. We are now seen on AMG Network, which is a network that serves affiliate stations in about 50 television markets across the country, and we're proud to be a part of the weekend lineup on AMG. And also, if you've noticed, we are now once per week on the air across Mississippi, not every night, but once per week. And of course, we're hoping this will allow us to produce better shows, concentrating our week on developing one show instead of show after show after show after show where we're about to lose our minds. Now, February is Black History Month, or as the Oscar nominating committee calls it, oops. Bob Dole came out of retirement in favor of Donald Trump for president recently. He understands television very well. Bob Dole had a 30-year Senate career and a presidential race that no one remembers, but if you star in Viagra's first TV ad campaign and people think of you whenever they see the Washington Monument, you're a success. The wearable experiments in Australia introduced a new high-tech women's yoga pant. It's called the Nardi Smart Fitness Pant. These yoga pants vibrate when a woman holds a yoga position correctly. The designer asked his girlfriend to try them out in the yoga class. He hasn't seen her since. A study says that indoor pot growing accounts for 1% of all the electricity used in the U.S. And it's not just the hydroponic lights for the use of growing the plants, it's also the microwave ovens for heating the workers' pizza, popcorn, and Hot Pockets after they test the crops. A survey says that fewer people are using broadband at home, and instead they use their cell phones for internet because of the cost. That and the fact that men are afraid of using the home computer and having their wives see what they've been doing online. Well, Johnny Riley, the rock and blues musician, is here with us tonight. He's competing in one of the World Championship Blues Roundups right now. We're going to talk to him about that, and we're going to hear him perform. Stay tuned for Nightique.
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
This is our Graze box. It's a great way to snack. Fresh, tasty, and created using only the best ingredients. Choose from our range of over 90 delicious snacks. We'd like to invite you to try a hand-picked box for free. Go to graze.com and we'll send a free box directly to your office or home. It may even help you keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
Go to graze.com and enter the code GRAZE34 for a free box.
Graze.com. Snacking reinvented.
This is important news for women using birth control medications and devices. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with a pseudotumor after using one of these birth control drugs or devices, you may be eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Contact the law firm of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one have used one of these birth control medications or devices and were diagnosed with a pseudotumor to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by. This is important news for people who have suffered serious infections after hip or knee replacement surgeries or open heart surgery. Your infection may be the result of a device used in the operating room. If you suffered an infection that led to hospitalization or surgery after your hip or knee replacement or after open heart surgery, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now.
Ingalls Shipbuilding has pioneered the development and production of technologically advanced, highly capable warships for the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps for more than 75 years. Ingalls is Mississippi's largest manufacturing employer, and today Ingalls has an immediate need for more than 200 electricians at our Pascagoula, Mississippi site. Apply today at www.buildyourcareer.com or call 888-935-1507.
And now back to more Nightique.
Well, we'd like to welcome the outlaw blues man, Johnny Riley.
How you doing, brother? Good to be back.
Good to have you back with us again. You've been traveling all over the place doing a lot of things.
Yes, sir. A lot of stuff. We just got back. We ended up winning the Memphis Blues Challenge, so we were representing Memphis, Tennessee. And then we went into the International Blues Challenge and we played 2 nights there, and we didn't win, but we had a blast with all the great musicians, and a shout out to the Memphis Blues Society. They did a perfect job on everything, and we were proud to be there. And while I was down there, I got to play with Jason D. Williams. He's like Jerry Lee Lewis incarnate, you know, playing and doing and stuff, and Rodney plays with him some, and getting ready for a big show coming up in February.
Where?
In Artesia, New Mexico, and you can look it up. It's the Ocotillo Fine Performing Arts Center, I think, and it's about a 200-seat theater. And a couple of weeks ago, they said they were 3/4 sold out, but we're looking really forward, because playing a juke joint and playing a theater is night and day.
Okay, now out there, people that want to discover your music, what's the best way for them to find out what Johnny Riley's all about?
They can go to msdeltablues.com, and they can see everything about me there, or they can go to johnnyrileymusic.com and check it out there. And I think we're on, of course, I'm on Twitter and Facebook, and there's a Johnny Riley Music on Facebook. You can go and like that page. There's a Johnny Riley and Rodney Polk page. Also, you can go and like, and I'm trying to think, I think we're on CD Baby, and we're on, I think I'm on Spotify. I didn't even know I was on Spotify.
So if you go to Amazon and put in the name Johnny Riley, or Google it, some various sites will pop up?
Yeah, it'll come up, and it should have my site, and Carol's on there. Carol Marvel's my manager, and I'm with MS Delta Blues, their label right now, so we're moving forward. And the cool thing about this show coming up is we're going to do a variety, because they said, well, what do you want him to do? I said, do what he did 2 years ago. Well, I did outlaw blues 2 years ago. I did some outlaw country, my stuff, this kind of a southern rock type thing. I said, I like it because I can give people a variety. We're also, I just remembered this, and I'm trying to, I know it's in Oklahoma, and I'm trying to remember the date. I think it's in either March or May. But we're going out there, and we're going to do a deal out there, and I'm opening up for Bucky Covington out in Oklahoma, is what I was told, and he's a big country music star. So I said, well, I can throw some country licks in this rock and roll blues that I do. So excited about going out there and doing that. We're actually getting equal billing. So
now tonight on this show, when we go to break, when we come back, you're going to play a couple of songs, you and Rodney. So tell us, what have you got in store for us? What are you going to play? Well,
we're going to play some of my original stuff, but you know, people say, do you do covers? Of course I do. I mean, I can do over 150 covers, but I usually like to play my music, because that's what gets me out there. You know, if you think of Hank Williams, Hank wrote all his own stuff, you know, so we're going to throw some stuff on here and see what you think about it.
And speaking of your latest CD, tell us a little bit about that.
That was a really good experience, and Carol got Mickey Rogers to come in, and Mickey's a legend, and Mickey came in and played on the album, and me and Mickey are pictured on the back of the album. And so what's so cool about him, he was with Howlin' Wolf and Hubert Sumlin, and Howlin' Wolf and Hubert are in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He basically traveled with them when he was very young, 14 or 15, I think it was, and they took him. Hubert actually taught him how to play the guitar, but he kind of, in the blues world or rock and roll, you almost have to be, it's like the mafia. He put his hand on me and said, this kid's got it, and so, you know, Toby the Blues Dog, that's our mascot at MS Delta Blues. Toby liked me and Mickey liked me, so I was in there, because if Toby wouldn't have liked me, I probably wouldn't have got signed.
Well, you've been on the show before, and we're proud to have you back again, and we're going to strike the set and set up the equipment, and we'll be right back with Johnny Riley after these messages. Stay with us. This is Nightique.
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
This is our Gray's Box. It's a great way to snack. Fresh, tasty, and created using only the best ingredients. Choose from our range of over 90 delicious snacks. We'd like to invite you to try a hand-picked box for free. Go to grays.com and we'll send a free box directly to your office or home. It may even help you keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
Go to grays.com and enter the code GRAYS34 for a free box.
Grays.com. Snacking reinvented.
Credit card debt is a very real problem that faces most American households. USA Debt Consultants offers services to relieve you of your debt problems. Our partners work with creditors to help you lower your monthly payments, stop harassing phone calls, and avoid bankruptcy. Give us a call today to learn how to take control of your debt and financial future. Get your life back. Let us help.
Call USA Debt Consultants at 800-769-6406 for a free no-obligation consultation.
Yeah, I'm a roach whisperer. I've just always had a way with them. Now, roaches are stubborn, nasty insects, and sometimes you just gotta be forceful with them. Ah, roach, be gone. You're not welcome here, roach.
There is a better way. Bengal Roach Spray. No odor, no mess, no roaches. Bengal Roach Spray really works.
And if whispering don't work, I always got my backup plan.
Ingalls Shipbuilding has pioneered the development and production of technologically advanced, highly capable warships for the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps for more than 75 years. Ingalls is Mississippi's largest manufacturing employer, and today Ingalls has an immediate need for more than 200 electricians at our Pascagoula, Mississippi site. Apply today at www.buildyourcareer.com or call 888-935-1507.
And now back to more Nightique.
Song called Hey Baby. Well, hey baby, girl, what's wrong with you? Tell me, baby, Lord, girl, what's wrong with you? You ain't loving your daddy, baby, quite like you used to do. Well, we used to go out and Lord, and Lord, we have a ball. I think the devil mule even kicking up in my stall. Tell me, mama, girl, what's wrong with you? You ain't loving your daddy, baby, quite like you used to. Yeah, now. Well, we used to go down, make love all night long. You got me begging like a puppy, baby, like a dog for a bone. Tell me, baby, Lord, what's wrong with you? You ain't loving your big daddy, baby, quite like you used to do. Let me talk to ya. Well, we made love in the kitchen, made love in the hall. I wrapped it up and packed it up and hung it up on the wall. Come on, baby, girl, you remember like I do. Y'all, you know you remember, baby. You ain't loving your daddy, baby, quite like you used to do. Well, you ain't loving your daddy, baby, well, like you used to do. Let's give him an old one, right? It's called No Letter Blues. Well, she didn't even write me a note, people. But the writing was on the wall. Ooh, she didn't even write me a note. Yes, it did. Oh, but the writing was on the wall. Well, now I'm laying here drunk as hell, and I don't have thought about. Please tell me, baby, what did I do to make you act so cold? Please baby, tell me, baby, what did I do to make you act so cold? Well, the time we spent together, baby, 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 you know they were like precious gold. Well, I was standing out in the rain. She just left me crying, Rodney, she left me crying. Well, I was standing out in the rain. Love broken man and I'm all alone. With no remedy to my pain, I guess all my love was in vain. Oh, I just come back, baby, baby. You know your daddy gonna be good for you. Come back, baby. You know your daddy gonna be good for you. Well, it was long how you in my life. Well, don't know what I'm gonna do. Wow, that's the reason. Woo! Let's do this one. Lonely as the night. Let's try Lonely as the night. We'll do that one. Well, lonely is the night when you're blue and all alone. Your demons come to life when your mind is not too wrong. And you're feeling kind of lonesome sometime, Lord, with all your losses and regrets. Sometimes you like to end it all, sang the blues instead. Well, I'm feeling kind of lonesome, angry on you, and I guess that's why a blues man sings the blues. For when I look into my mirror, what do you think that I see? It ain't nothing but the blues looking back at me. And you're feeling kind of lonesome sometimes, Lord, while your losses and regrets. Sometimes you like to hear it all, or sing the blues instead. Well,
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
An important message about health care reform. Most Americans must have health insurance or pay a tax penalty.
Even if you already have insurance, now's the time to cut through the confusion and explore all of your options. You can spend hours searching for coverage on the healthcare exchange, or you can make a single call to Health Markets. Talk to us on the phone or meet with a local licensed representative. Why pay more than you have to or risk going without the coverage you need? Put our free service to work for you.
This is important news for people who have suffered serious infections after hip or knee replacement surgeries or open heart surgery. Your infection may be the result of a device used in the operating room. If you suffered an infection that led to hospitalization or surgery after your hip or knee replacement or after open heart surgery, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now.
Yeah, I'm a roach whisperer. I've just always had a way with them. Now, roaches are stubborn, nasty insects, and sometimes you just gotta be forceful with them. Ah, roach, be gone. You're not welcome here, roach.
There is a better way. Bengal Roach Spray. No odor, no mess, no roaches. Bengal Roach Spray really works.
And if whispering don't work, I always got my backup plan.
When you are looking to further your education, there's only one university that towers above the rest, Jackson State University. Jackson State University is one of the leading universities in research, technology, and innovation, graduating more than 1,300 students annually and a consistent growth in revenue. Jackson State University is ranked #1 amongst the HBCUs in research and development. Make the right choice, the one choice, one Jackson State University, changing lives one student at a time.
And now back to more Nightique.
Okay, Crossroads of My Life. That's the name of the record, and some of the songs you just played were on that on that CD.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so, what is your motivation? I mean, you're a rock guy, but you're also a blues guy. You're sort of an amalgamation. Outlaw blues is kind of what it's called, right?
Well, they call it outlaw because it's kind of like I show up and I do my thing, but it may have some country accents to it, or it may have some swamp to it. I don't try to pigeonhole myself into it, but what drives me is there would be no rock and roll, there would be no Led Zeppelin, there would be no AC/DC if it wasn't for the blues, and it all come out of Mississippi. And so if it wasn't for the blues guys and the cats carrying on this tradition of playing this stuff, all these other things, it all just evolved out of that. You know, even you heard of bluegrass. Well, I'm trying to remember his name. I just had a brain blank, but he actually coined the phrase, and it was Uncle Bill. It was Bill Monroe. Yeah, he coined the phrase bluegrass. But where he got that from, when he was a little boy at the turn of the century, a lot of black musicians played these barn dances and stuff, and they had this different sound. And he coined that. He said they just had that high, lonesome something. And so blues just didn't affect rock and roll. It affected bluegrass, which affected country, which affected everything. So my roots are blues, but I go out and play all kind of really cool stuff, but it all comes back home to the blues.
And so as you look forward over the next years ahead, I mean, you got a great sound. We've talked about it. I mean, a unique sound, a great presence on the stage. What is your hope and desire? What do you want to do?
I want to play music, and I want to play really good music, and I want to make good music, and I want to entertain people. Some guys are just happy playing in bars, but I want to go play to thousands of people. It doesn't make no difference if I'm playing a festival on a main stage and there's 5,000 people or there's 2 people. I still want to give them quality every time I go. But, you know, I guess like all the other artists out there, I want to be able to do my art. I have a lot of theatrical stuff, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see me on here, but as you can tell, I have a lot of theatrics and with my show, and I would love to do. That's why I'm so excited about doing the theater down there, because later on we'd like to bring in some things, theatrics to the playing, to entertain people more. Because a lot of guys just get up and they look like they slept in their clothes. You know, Carol always says they just looked and combed their hair and they got up there and played, and they think that's what it's all about. But you know, people like W.C. Handy and all the old cats way back, they always dressed. And like Mickey Rogers, I've never seen Mickey. Mickey is dressed every time I see him, he's dressed. And it's old school, but I like it.
It's show business, you know?
It is show business, and he's got an image, and everywhere he goes. I mean, I stayed in a hotel with him in Chicago, and he was real meticulous with all his things. And you could tell he'd been on the road, because if you're not meticulous with him, you'll lose stuff.
That's right,
yeah,
exactly right.
Living out of a suitcase. So, yeah, so there's a lot of theatrics in what I do. And so down the road in the years and stuff, I want to do some more theatrics. I think Alice Cooper was a genius. Everybody thought he was nuts. I'm like, he laughed all the way to the bank. He plays a character and he says that.
And you know, he's still playing today. Isn't it amazing? He's still out there and he's still active, still touring and still.
Well, a lot of people don't know his name is Vince. His father and grandfather were Methodist preachers. He's from out, I think, in Arizona, and he went out and he just started coming up with this crazy stuff that he did, but it got them attention. And a lot of the stuff they said about him was all hoopla. It never even happened. But they would come, they go, you got to come see this guy. So I want people, they go, who is that guy? I want them to come and see me. You know, like when I walk in, everybody was saying, well, look at these jackets, or look at this, or look at that. I had a guy say, well, why do you wear that stuff? I said, exactly what you just said, because I want attention and I want people to know who I am.
Right.
That's why I put my name on my back. I'm a shameless promoter.
Right. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's a show. It's show business, and
I love show business.
And it's fun, you know. I mean,
yeah, man.
And you know, when a person spends their money to go see an act, I think that they want to see, you know, a bigger than life character out there. You know, this is what they want to see. They want to see something fun.
Of course they do. Carol knows me when I'm wearing overalls and a ball cap and out on the road or doing whatever, but when I go on stage, I've got an image, and I want them to be entertained. It's like Lady Gaga. Everybody goes, oh, you know, she's classically trained. Her real name's Stephanie, but man, she is just I seen her wear a meat suit one time, made out of meat, and all this stuff, and they go, well, that's stupid. Yeah, but they're still talking about it, which means it worked.
Right.
She told the reporter she was an alien and grew horns and just crazy, outlandish stuff. And she's not crazy at all. She's very smart.
Okay, Johnny Riley, Crossroads of My Life. That's your CD. It's available online.
Yes,
Google
sir.
it. Johnny Riley, and thanks for coming, and we want to have you back whenever
Thank you for having me.
On tour passing. We want you to stop by. And
Man, I
do another
appreciate
show
you,
with
brother.
us, and we'll be
I want you to go on. I want you to go on tour with us. I already told you that.
Well,
I would love that.
We just have to, you know, pigeonhole some time somewhere.
If I can ever get you,
I would sure like to. It would be so much fun.
Oh, we have a blast, man. Especially if we did the preacher thing you was talking about.
Exactly.
Oh,
We'd be like Alice Cooper out there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Johnny Riley, thank you for being with us. See you next time on Nightique.